what's up, my little TisaTellss? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Pete Davidson, please, sorry, play Justin, what was it? I was gonna say Justin Bieber. Play Timberland and Justin, what's his name? Timberlake. Cry me a river. Listen, Pete, shut up. Pete Davidson is in the news complaining that everybody keeps teasing him about his dating life and he thinks it's so unfair and blah, 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 blah. We're going to talk about Pete's truly insane comments. He also takes a swipe at Kim Kardashian. I don't know what happened between them, but baby, it was not an amicable breakup. But also, I do want to say, Pete, how are you complaining when your life is lit? You know, we're going to talk about that in a second too. But third of all, I do want to say this. Pete Davidson was leaving the Kids' Choice Awards just a couple of weeks ago with his girlfriend, Chase Sue Wonders. He was driving through an LA neighborhood. There was nothing in the road, no obstructions, no anything. He proceeded to crash into a side of a house. If you've ever been to LA, going to that whole Beverly Hills area, you know that the houses are not close to the street. He's crashed into a side of a house and almost seriously injured a 16-year-old that was watching TV. Anything could have happened to her. She could have been fatally injured. The cops were called. There was no reason why he did it. And get this, they didn't even give him a breathalyzer or check to see if he was under any sorts of influence. You know, why Pete is crying about this. When is anybody in an interview going to ask what happened with that car crash? How did it happen? Get this, no charges were filed. He wasn't arrested and he just paid privately to the homeowner. Y'all, privilege is real. But again, that's Lorne Michaels' like second son, and you know they're not letting anything happen to Pete when he got that new show coming out, right? Bupkis. Anyway, you guys, here's the thing. Pete says, he says that he explained that to him, dating 12 people in 10 years isn't that crazy. And he called the purported backlash to his dating habits confusing. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so Pete, who's currently dating his body's co-star Chase Sue Wonders, mind you, that was the girl that Kim thought didn't rank and she didn't have to worry about. And every time, like people were saying, every time she saw Chase with Pete, Kim was like, "Oh my God, that's so cute." Anyway, she's like your little sister. Don't sleep. Anyway, he dated Emily Imrata, Kim Kardashian, Phoebe Dynevor, Kate Beckinsale, Margot Qualley, Kaya Gerber, Cassie David, and Ariana Grande. If you don't know, Cassie David is Larry David's daughter. Shout out to Curb Your Enthusiasm. Margaret Qualley is what's that one? What's one girl's name with the blind face? Oh, I forget her name. Her mom is really famous. Kaya Gerber, of course, that is Cindy Crawford and Randy Gerber's daughter, Kate Beckinsale. That's a girl from Underworld. She's a big actress. Phoebe Dynevor, she was a hot girl, still is, on the cast of Bridgerton. And of course, y'all know Ariana Grande. Pete had the nerve to say, "I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on social media. I'm not like flexing. You know what I mean?" Clarifying that he met all his girlfriends at work and wasn't in anyone's DMs. Okay, first of all, Pete, you are the original lay on your back and do what you gotta do. You are the original gold digger, and there's no shame. But Pete, stop acting like you. It's nothing like Pete had to go on a casting couch. Pete, you were the casting couch. You literally were inviting people to your dressing room, like, sit right here. Want to go on the Coney Island Cyclone? Let's be real. Pete, it's impossible that every single girl you publicly dated, because people have been saying Pete got that dog in him. When he's not in a relationship, he is all over. So he's vetted more than 12 people. But for the 12 women that you claimed, they all were either super rich, super famous, or had super rich and or famous parents. That is not an accident. It is impossible to date 12 people, women. Okay, maybe if it was men, maybe you don't holler. To date 12 women, and each one of them came from rich and powerful families, and you met them at work. Shut up, Pete. Just shut up. Anyway, and you weren't in anyone's DMs. You didn't have to be. You were in Saturday Night Live. But also, Pete, stop trying to clean it up. What you mean you weren't in anybody's DM? You were sitting courtside with all of them, having public makeup sessions, courting the paparazzi. You literally escorted Kim Kardashian to the Met Gala. You wasn't in anybody's DMs, and you weren't on Instagram like flexing. He doesn't find his love life interesting and said it's all anyone will talk about. Even Saturday Night Live, while he was on the show in 2022, teased him for his romantic endeavors. He said, the show just made fun of you. So why is the audience going to laugh at you? They just dogged you. Is Pete really going for sympathy when he literally had a Netflix special where he dragged the father of the kids he was pretending to play daddy to, while Kim's dizzy self was in the balcony laughing? And the funny thing I find out about Kim didn't realize about that, how come we didn't realize that Pete wasn't taking you seriously? Did you not think that either one, every time Kanye humiliated him, and Pete got a big ego, this is why he hates people talking about him sleeping his way to the top, because his ego gets hurt, right? You know how Scorpios are, okay? There's only two things that could have been happening. One, every time Kanye clowned him, right? And he did clown him, he actually skied, right? His anger for Kim would grow and grow and grow. Because at the end of the day, knowing Kim is bringing that problem to his door. Kim came out there with captains. I was going to protect Pete no matter what. Girl, you already got 4 kids. Focus on them, right? Pete is literally trying to get the tattoos later off his neck. But also, let's be real, right? We need to be real. The only second thing that actually could have been happening is the fact that Pete was never taking Kim seriously. He was just using you for a come up. He didn't care about humiliating the father of the children he's trying to get on the good side. And on top of that, let's us not forget, on top of that, let the record reflect that Kim was laughing along with it. So she didn't realize what was going on. But I find it odd that you literally made whole shows dragging people. You dragged Kanye on Saturday Night Live. You dragged a lot of people on Saturday Night Live. Let's not forget when Pete made those jokes that he would never date a black girl because he doesn't feel like arguing. Pete is not squeaky clean. You say what you want, and all of a sudden, because people are teasing you, because they see exactly what your game is, and you're starting to get this reputation for being exactly what you are, now you want to complain that people don't see you in the correct light. Y'all, I can't.